Good morning, good morning. Pee Wee Herman, guys, remember Pee Wee Herman? If you're old enough. Showing my age. That weird dude. I did watch his movies, I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, so I got some bad news. I cannot live stream on YouTube. I didn't realize that because I don't have enough subscribers, and I'm not going to be able to get 20 subscribers in 6 days. So I'm going to do it on my Facebook. If you would like to watch the live, join the live. I do not accept new friend requests. I don't even look at Facebook. I barely go on it once in a blue moon to post something, say happy birthday to somebody, but I don't like Facebook. I have way too many people on my Facebook. I probably don't know 60% of them because I just kept accepting. It was good publicity for my band at the time, and now I have way too many. So I do not accept new requests. However, if you put your name in the comment section of this video and I see your friend request, I will accept it so you can watch the live. If I don't have that happen, if you don't go over there, I will have footage because I am going to be getting a camcorder before we go. I'm actually probably going to order it today. So that way I can have a device to actually film because this phone will shut off. I have no storage. My daughter, same thing, no storage. I don't know about her friend. We will also have 2 laptops. We will also have my home camera for indoors. People have set that up and, you know, let it go for the overnight. The only thing is I only think it captures when something happens. Like, I don't know if it'll like wake us up or if my son had it on his phone. I bought it for me. I actually bought it to watch my crazy cat to see how he acts when we're not home, to be honest with you. It was only 25 bucks. There's no other reason I would need a camera in my house. Anyway, he put it on his phone and I never got it on my phone. But I am going to put that also. So yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know so you don't think I was a bull crapper. 6 more days. I'm scared. I'm not gonna lie. I'm freaking myself out. I'm watching a lot of YouTube videos of people that have been there, and there is absolutely hands down activity in that house. I can tell when people stage stuff. This stuff's not staged. I mean, these videos go back 9-10 years. My worry is what's in that house. Who's in that house? Because, as I told you, they claim there's children upstairs. Now, demons will act like anything they think will attract you to them. Okay, so of course, if you think it's little innocent children, you'll have no problem staying in the room, even if there's activity. It's just children. But I don't think it's children. And they're claiming it's the children from next door, the first Borden murders, which I never knew about, which I talked about in my last video. Another issue I found, which I don't like very much, one of the groups that were hunting there, who captured a lot of, one of the kids got scratched and everything. I told you that basement, there's something dark in that basement, and you can rent that basement. It even says it's not for the faint of heart. So I wouldn't rent it unless I could be with like six people. I'd have to have at least a large amount of people to rent that room. I would never do it with just me, my daughter, and her girlfriend. Never, never, never. Bad enough we're in the murder room, which is probably just as bad. But anyway, the kid got scratched. He had scratch marks all on his back, and he did say his back was hurting him. No one touched him. Like, I watched the whole video. And then one of the doors started creaking open, and they were freaking out. They're like, is that door moving? And it was moving. Now, that door is like a little hallway to the door that goes to the outside, which was unlocked. Now, guys, there's no security, there's no workers, there's nobody here except the people renting the rooms. That is not good that that's not locked. I'm sorry that. Now, I'm sure it wasn't done intentionally, but who did it? What did it? I'm sure they have to go around and secure that house before they leave. I'm talking about like the people that do the tours and stuff, because they're there till midnight and then they take off and they come back at 10 a.m. So I didn't like that very much. I will definitely be going down there to make sure the door is locked. Whether they tell me I can go down there or not, I'm going to mention it. I'm going to say, hey, I saw in a video that door is unlocked. Can you just make sure it's locked, please? And I'll probably have to check it again after that. But anyway, the other part of this video that freaked me out, these kids took their footage to someone. I don't know who she is. She's like a medium or something. I was like watching the video off and on. And she's going through it with him, and she's like, oh my God, look, like you have an orb there, and there was an orb when the door was opening. There's also a face when you take a picture of a part of the wall down there, like a huge face. So anyway, she's going through the footage with him with one of the guys that was there. She says the next day, she's like, I felt really uneasy. She's like, I felt like something was watching me, like constantly like watching me, right? So this is obviously somebody that has experience with ghost hunting. Maybe she's a psychic. Maybe she's, I don't know what she is, but clearly she has experience with this stuff and she can pick up on these things. So she says, you know, for the heck of it, I just took a picture of my window, her picture window in the front of her house. She's like, I didn't look at it till I got to my destination. There was a face of a man in this picture. And he did not look very nice. Yeah, little freaky. Clear as day, an old man's face. My ex-sister-in-law lives in a house that is said to be haunted. I've stayed there. My child has stayed there. They told me my son was playing ball with a ghost one time. It was pushing the ball back to him. Or I did it once or something like that. My ex's aunt went in there, and she's big on, like, she's Portuguese and she's big on this stuff, right? She went there and she said there was a spirit of a little boy in the room where my son would sleep, which then became my ex-sister-in-law's grandchild's room for a while. They did have ghost hunters, professional ghost hunters go there, and they said that a lot of activity was upstairs in my niece's room. I still call her my niece. The activity was up there in her room. The woman that used to live on second floor used to hear stuff. One time they took a picture of my ex-brother-in-law, and I am telling you guys, there was a freaking demon in this picture right here on his chest. And now they get crazy when they fight, and I'm telling you, I think there's something demonic in that house, and I think it's attached to one of them or both of them or whatever. But yeah, another story I wanted to tell you guys about, which I forgot all about. When I told you when I was getting big into this stuff and I was going to put a paranormal team together and all that, we decided to go down to Wolf Island Road. Again, this is somewhere I've lived around my whole life and never went to. Wolf Island Road is in Mattapoisett, Massachusetts, and it is known to be haunted. There is a cemetery at the very beginning of the road, and also a home, a very beautiful, large home. Then when you pass that home, it's all woods. I'd say for maybe a quarter mile. No lights, no street lights, it's just all woods. And then at the end, there's some houses. So we went down there one time. Me, my daughter, and my ex. We stopped kind of in front of the house a little bit. We didn't really come to a complete stop. We kind of just started rolling, checking things out, looking at the cemetery. We went down to the end of the road, which is a pretty long road, and we turned around and came back. As we were going down, now we were driving very, very slow. Something hit my car. It sounded like a rock or something was thrown. And if you looked into the woods, you could see these red, I don't even know what it was, these red light. It was crazy, guys. Then when we got back to the start of the road, we see this man and woman standing there. She's bent over doing something, and he's standing there holding what looked like a hatchet or an axe, okay? Now, listen, it gets crazy, guys. Before we went down there, we didn't really read a lot about it. We just were oh, it's a haunted road, let's go, right? We were looking more to go to the cemetery, but I guess you got to ask permission from the people that live in that first house. So we didn't do it. We were just going to drive down it. No big deal. You know, we weren't going to harm anything, or we weren't even getting out of the car. I would never get out of the car over there. It's pitch black. There is known to be people that have seen Indians hanging from trees at that cemetery. That cemetery is said to be very haunted, as well as the entire road, like I said. So we get back, and now the guy is standing there holding this axe or whatever it is, and the lady's bent over. And I looked quick because it's kind of startled me. I didn't expect to see somebody standing out there. This is like 11, 12 o'clock at night. And as my car goes by, he starts walking towards my car and walks into the street and like stands under the street light so like we could see him. And I'm looking back, and now my boyfriend's like, oh, I'm gonna go back. I'm like, don't you dare. I'm like, freaking go. Do not stop this car. We got to the corner. He stayed there until we left that road with the axe in his hand, almost like, what's his name there? Halloween, you know, when he just stands there creepy with a knife. Now, this man did not look like a modern day man. He did not look like he matched living in that home. I'm not trying to be like judgmental or anything, but like he had on like juckety looking clothes. Like it looked like he had on like farmer jeans and like a plaid shirt. I did not get a good look at his face, his hair, none of that, but it did look like a human. It didn't look like a ghost. It was a human. And her, like I said, I think she was wearing like a dress, and she was like bent over and she just kind of like looked. Guys, I don't know to this day what that was, but there is a ghost of a man with an axe. I swear to God, you guys can look this up. And I did not know this before we went there. I've gone back with other people. My ex has gone back with other people. Nothing happened. Now, I'm thinking, trying to rationalize this, maybe they do that to scare people. Maybe they come out, you know, and act like ghosts to deter people from going there. They say you can't go there. It's a private road. And it also says it's heavily monitored by police. That is a lie. There is no police there. Unless they have cameras set up or something. Unless the people that live in that first house have cameras or something. How would they know we were even driving by? What, do they sit there and watch all day to see if people come down the road? Like, do they have some kind of alarm? Was it even the people that lived in that home? And why was he doing that? Why would he just stand there with a hatchet and walk into the road? Normal people do not do that. Normal people, if you drive by their home, and why are they outside? Whatever they're doing, gardening, I don't know. She was bent over, and she just kind of like turned her head and looked, and I was like, I was freaked out, guys. I didn't want to go back there. I didn't go back for months, but I did go back with my son and his fiance. But we didn't stop or anything. She was having a panic attack, so we couldn't do anything. We went there actually twice. But again, we didn't stop. He drove a little bit slow, but nothing. We didn't see anything. So I don't know, guys, what that was. If it was a person, a ghost, I don't know. But it was just odd. And there's 3 of us that can tell you the same exact story. So I am not making this up. It is not BS. But it's an experience that I had. Again, are those people weirdos? I mean, the house is gorgeous. I mean, it's huge. It's beautiful. And again, who would do that? Who would just go and stand in the road with an axe and just watch your car go by? Like, normal people don't. And why were you outside at 11 p.m.? Just weird. Anyway. So yeah, I'm a little freaked out. The other thing I wanted to talk about is the Conjuring house. This is what I'm talking about, guys. All these people, ghost hunting is huge right now. And these people are going to places where clearly there are portals, that things are coming in. I do not believe when you are talking to people, you're really talking to your loved ones. I believe it's demons all the time, whether it's a child, I don't care if they know your personal information, guys. They're demons. They know everything. It's like God. He knows everything. They're in your realm. You just can't see them. They know all about it's freaky to think about. It's scary to think about. When we went on our Plymouth ghost hunt, where I got that EVP of the little girl calling, or little boy calling out someone's name, and then someone saying, "What's your name?" That tour guide said he never sleeps with his light off. He can't sleep with his light off. And I'm infamous for that. Like, after I go to this house, I will not be sleeping with no lights on. I will have my TV on. I will have something on in my room. I won't be able to sleep. I already know it. I just watched the Exorcist movie. I cannot watch that movie by myself. Because you want to know why? Because I believe it's true. I believe that stuff can happen to people. And that it has happened. Maybe not that way. Maybe not that bad. Like I said, it don't happen like in the movies. But if you look at, again, my life, 10, 11 years old, playing with Ouija boards, okay? 11, 12 years old, my life gets real dark. I go down this road that I had no business going down, right? There was no reason for me to do these things that I was doing. There was no reason for me to get that dark and depressed and have to numb myself every day with drugs and alcohol and just recklessly living. And I knew it all at 12. Oh yeah, I was an adult at 12, and you couldn't tell me what to do. And my mother, my poor parents, more my mom and I used to talk. Because I was raised in the church, because I was raised with morals and values, do not lie, do not steal, do not cheat, all that stuff, I cannot do something like that. I can't hide things from people. I carry it. It makes me sick. So my mother eventually knew the things I was doing, even though I lied to her face and told her I wasn't. Eventually, I would tell her the truth. But yeah, I put my parents through hell. I'd come in at 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, because that's what my friend's mother let us do, and I was used to it. That was when we went out. We went out at nighttime. We were out partying. We were out doing things we shouldn't have been doing. We had no business being out that late. But my friend's mom was an alcoholic. She didn't have no rules. She was a little bit older than I was. She had a boyfriend with a car. So it made it easy, And then when they broke up, we would find our way to the city one way or another. We didn't care. We get in the car with strangers. We didn't care. Like, we were very reckless. If we did that today, we probably wouldn't be here to talk about it. But, yeah, it's a whole new world out there. But I'm saying, like, all these people doing this, it's got to be bringing more bad juju, and I don't know if these things stay put. I don't know if they can travel. I don't know, but I know they can attach themselves, and I know they can attach to things. People even say that it can come through your device. If you're watching a real demonic entity on one of these devices, people say that it can attach to you through your device. Now, my daughter will be using her device with the Necrophonic app, the same app we used when we went down to the tunnels, the Milliken tunnels, which I told her I didn't want her to do. I don't think we're going to have to do anything for activity to happen. I honestly don't. All the videos I've watched, there is a lot of activity in that house, especially in the murder room, which is the room that we have. But anyway, I'm hoping that they let us explore. I read that after 11 they want you in your room because there's a tour going on, and it says that you're not allowed to access, I think, the basement or the attic. So I don't know if they let you, but I've seen all these channels all getting to go into. I don't know if they pay extra for that. I don't know, but I'm definitely going to ask if we can go down there and just check it out. And I definitely want to go make sure that door is locked. As of right now, the attic is not rented, so we should be able to know if there's any activity up there. And that's supposed to be pretty active too. That's supposed to be where the children are, which I don't believe are really children. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to let you guys know that I will not be able to live stream on here. Please leave your name in the comment section of this video. If you would like me to accept your friend request, send it before Tuesday, because I won't be checking after that. All right, guys, stay healthy, stay blessed, and I will see you later.